Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk about why a coach will not save your life, right? Your progress and everything that you want to build. But before we do that, I want you guys to know that I have a free school community that I created a little while ago. I have some courses in there that go in depth on fitness, business, relationships, things that I don't go too into depth on YouTube because of obvious monetization reasons and things that I can't really say on YouTube that I go in depth on in school. And I want you guys to know that value is free and that you can click the link down below to join us. It's a like-minded group of men. And yeah, so click that link. So anyways, getting back to what I want to talk about here. A coach, guys, a coach is going to be someone who typically has experience in something that you want to do, right? If you're trying to help somebody lose weight, right? You've lost weight in the past. Some people would hire a coach. If you want to make $10,000 a month with a business, you would hire someone who's done that, right? But here's the thing. A coach is there to show you the path, right? They're there to guide you as you go. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing that most people don't tell you when you're dealing with when you hire somebody or you're trying to help somebody, right? It works in both ways. As someone who's coaching somebody, right? If you're trying to guide somebody or show them the path or give them the tools they need to succeed, right? Whether it's in their work, their career, their fitness, their relationship, you can only help someone as far as they want to go. If they're not willing to go the path, right, that you're showing them, and they're not willing to commit to what you're giving them, right, as you go, as you deal with the problems that come along that they have, right, then your coaching, your investment in them is useless, right? So for example, I have this guy that I've been really working with for the past 8 months at my job, right? I'm trying to show him some things as it pertains to the position that I'm currently at, so he can learn, right? So he can grow and develop, right? And make more money. But here's the thing, right? He's got a little bit of an issue with his attitude, right? So there's times where I'll call him in to work like a Saturday or something, a day he's got scheduled off, and I'll show him some things that my position that I have, like the job duties that I have responsibilities for, and I'll show him how to do them, right? And he does them, right? He'll do them. But the problem is that his attitude is what holds him back, right? And there's times where, I'll ask him to come in and he won't come in, right? For some whatever reason, or he'll leave early, right? There'll be something I want to show him and then he'll leave early, right? Or he'll be like, oh, this job's beneath me, clock in, clock out. He just has that very minimal, I'm going to do the bare minimum kind of mindset towards his job, right? And I can invest as much time as I want into someone like that, but at the end of the day, the saying, you can bring the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. He's not going to be able to follow through, right? If his attitude sucks, right? Because if his attitude sucks, then yeah, you might know everything I show you, but if you can't apply it, right, and you can't teach it, and you can't have a positive mentality when you're at your job, right, or at least have composure when things aren't going well, right? Because it's crazy to try to expect someone to be positive at all times, right? That's not sustainable, right? Things happen, right? But if he can't keep his composure, right, then my coaching and my guidance and my continuous investment is going to be useless, right? So being a coach for somebody is great as long as they want to continue to go down the path, right? You can invest, or someone for example, if you're trying to learn how to make $10,000 a month with a business, right? And you've invested in a coach, right? But the coach asks you for something, right? They give you a tangible thing to do, and you don't do it, right? Or you slack off, or you don't do it the correct way, then you're wasting his time and you're wasting your time, right? So I'm not saying that, you know, I think everyone needs a coach. I think everyone needs a mentor, but just because you hire a mentor doesn't mean that your life's going to get better or easier, right? The mentor is just there to illuminate the path, right? To bring the path to light and basically keep you accountable, right? That's the biggest thing, right? It's the accountability of showing up to meetings, right? Of showing up to events, of showing up and following through with what you need to do, what your coach wants you to do, right? So, you know, it's the same thing like with like basketball or football or like in sports. Like that coach, he'll try to invest so much into a player, but it's like, bro, I can't get this guy to do what I want him to do. And it's like, bro, that's the demise of people's potential right there, because, you know, it's like it's really works both ways. It's like a relationship, right? You can try to coach, like if you're a guy, you can show your girl the way to a good relationship, right? You can try to correct her on her mistakes and show her what to do, right? What you want out of the relationship, how it's going to benefit her, right? You can do all these things, but if she doesn't listen, well, then she's not fit for the relationship, right? So it's the same thing. But it all comes down to you, right? Like if you're going to hire somebody, right? Some of you guys right now who are trying to be entrepreneurs, or you're trying to advance in your career, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to get in shape or something, and you want to hire somebody, right? You tell them, hey, this is my investment, you know, whatever financial number that is, and you follow through with whatever they have for you, right? And sometimes it can be the mentor that isn't the one who's putting in all the effort or showing you exactly what to do, but most of the time it's you, right? You not following through, you having a bad attitude, right? You not wanting to follow through with what they're giving you. You not willing to see it through too, because no matter what, even if you have a coach, right? You're still gonna have setbacks. You're still gonna have times where things are slow. You're still gonna have things you're gonna have to learn as you go, right? So it doesn't make the process easier. It just allows you to have comfort in the fact that you have someone to go to, you have someone to follow through with, you have someone to emulate. So it gives you more of a sense of clarity, and it's easier to put one foot in front of the other, I think, when you have a mentor, right? But it doesn't necessarily make it easier. So just remember that when you're coaching somebody or you're being coached by someone, that it all rests upon the person's attitude, the person's ability to stay consistent as well, right? Because you can show up for 2 weeks, 2 months, and do great, and then start to slack, start to fall off, and then now it's like, well, shit. I mean, you can't fix that, right? You gotta follow through, and you gotta stay consistent in the long run. So some people's ability to not see things through will also hurt them, right? If they give up too early, right? A lot of people want instant results, right? 6 months, a year, right? And then if they don't see results in that time frame, they give up, right? But like I said, there's a lot of things you have to learn as you go. Seeing things through is one of the things you need to learn, right? Being consistent is one of the things you need to learn. Having a good attitude is something you need to learn, right? And if you can adopt those sort of principles, right, and adopt that mindset when you're working with someone or you're being coached, then I think you getting the results you want will evidently come to fruition, right? And I think that will be your success story, right? So I think, like I said, we can't do this alone, right? Like this whole idea that you can just do life alone, you can figure like complex things like building a business alone, right? It's I'm sure there's people who have done it, but I doubt that that's like a majority, right? Like I think a lot of people who do end up figuring things out and getting everyone I know I can think of has had a mentor, right? They've had someone who's coached them through what they want to learn or what they want to master. So everyone needs one, but you have to know how to operate once you get a coach, right? You can't just be willing to be the same person, right? So you got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to adapt and obviously see things through, and then obviously things should pan out for you in the long run. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.